I'm Johnson Liu. So as a student, I can notice there's a lot of effort to promote recyclization of plastics. For example, there is the classification of different trash bins that you can throw different kind of garbage into these bins, and some of them is for non-recycling things like plastic products. And also, there are signs around campus to not use plastic products that much. So I think the school has done many efforts in order to promote how to say, less usage on plastic products. Well, first of all, again, that I should first recognize the accomplishment that we have done in a country of 1.3 billion people is really hard to enforce anything. For any laws, doesn't matter. It doesn't is not just about environmental law. It takes a long time for the legislature to stipulate any laws and enforce them. So anything has to go through a very concrete and long process of discussion within the legislative body of this country, and then it will become laws. So I'm very sure at this very moment, the elected legislator of our country are discussing very vividly about the measures that we should take for environmental protection. So we should give them time, and I'm very confident there will be something positive coming out of that. But at the same time, in terms of implementation or enforcement of environmental law, I think this is also a general awareness problem. If the people do not know the necessity of protecting their environment, it doesn't matter what the government do, it will still be a dead end. So education-wise, there should be keep focusing on education and on telling people how to not to do this. But at the same time, since using a lot of plastic products make a lot of economic sense, I think the government should think of other measures to produce any alternatives for local people, for ordinary people to use non-plastic products, so the environment will be protected. And at the same time, I think it's a matter also of PPP, like public partnership. So it's not just a government effort. The government should also, let's say, promote some companies which does a lot of environmental protection effort, and by using their hand, probably these things can be more efficient. Actually, instead of passing a law, a better or a more efficient effort is still PPP, private-public partnership. People usually deliver these food on some apps, right? Why don't the government just reach out to this company, the delivery companies, and say, from now on, your company has to either, let's say, urge your the shops that is on your platform to only use these non-plastic bags to deliver their food, or you can just reimburse them for some fees in order to urge them to use more non-plastic bags. So I don't think by using law, of course they can solve a lot of things. You know how to say, when somebody violates the law, you can punish them. But at the same time, if before stipulating a law, you can, because that takes a long process, you can still ask the companies to do things, because that's the most affected areas of people's lives. That they are dealing with the companies most of the times, not really with the government. The government react very slow, but the companies react very fast. So I would suggest the government to reach out to these companies, food delivery, or any e-commerce companies, that when they're delivered, simply just put something on their website and say, okay, we are no longer using plastic bags, or there are some green options. But I think that would be a better way than using legislature to solve this problem.